Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and welcome to today's session. So I hope you know that the SIDBI Grade A and Grade B notification for 2025 is out, and if you are thinking of that, should I prepare for the examination or should I not? First, you need to have the idea about the pattern of the examination, the components that are going to come in the phase 1, in the phase 2 and phase 3, and how the examination is going to be conducted online and such. So all of this we are going to discuss today so that you can take an informed decision that should you prepare for this exam or not. Okay, so let's discuss the pattern and the components in detail that are going to come in the examination. That is the SIDBI Grade A and SIDBI Grade B examination. So let's get started, okay? So first of all, starting with phase 1, that is going to be an online examination, and there are going to be 7 tests in the phase 1. So for the phase 1, there are going to be 7 tests, that is English, reasoning, quant, computer knowledge, general awareness with special reference to banking and financial sector and economic and social issues. And the 6th test is going to be on the topics of MSMEs, the policy, regulatory and legal framework for the micro, small and medium enterprises, the finance and management section with focus on MSME. And then there is the 7th test, that is specific test that is going to be conducted, that we are going to discuss in the next slide. Okay, so for the English, there are going to be 30 questions carrying 30 marks. Reasoning, there will be 25 questions carrying 25 marks. For the quant, there will be 25 questions carrying 25 marks. Computer knowledge, 20 questions carrying 20 marks. Now these 4 tests, English, reasoning, quant and computer, they are going to be qualifying in nature. That means you only have to qualify these 4 tests. The merit section will consist of the 5th, 6th and 7th test. So these 3 tests will be your merit section. Okay, so you will have to get the maximum marks in the merit section so that you can clear the phase 1 and you can move ahead with the phase 2. So here you can see that the English, reasoning, quant and computer, they are only qualifying section that you have to qualify. The merit section consists of the 5th, 6th and 7th test, that is the general awareness with special reference to banking and financial sector and economic and social issues, the MSMEs, and then the stream specific test. So these 3 are the merit section, and shortlisting of the candidates for the phase 2 exam will be based on the marks that they have obtained in the merit section only. Okay, so in the merit section you can see the stream specific test will have the maximum questions with the maximum marks. Okay, and 120 minutes will be given for these 7 tests combined, and you can see that 120 minutes is given for the 7 tests combined. Now stream specific test, what topics they are going to have. Okay, so for the general stream, for the grade A and grade B, the stream specific test will have the topics, that is MSME financing, due diligence, KYC, financial ratios, assessment of term loan, working capital, documentary credit, etc., NPA and recovery including IRAC norms, NBFC financing and credit risk assessment, etc. Now the syllabus is only indicative, it is not exhaustive. So this is the stream specific test that will consist of these topics, and the other topics can also be there. This is just indicative. Okay, so stream specific test will be consisting of these topics, these kind of topics. Okay, so this is the idea. This is going to be your phase 1 consisting of 7 tests. Now if you have cleared the phase 1, then you will move forward with the phase 2. Phase 2 exam for assistant manager grade A and grade B. Now this is going to be your phase 2 exam. Now one thing that you need to remember is that the phase 1 components and the phase 1 number of questions, maximum marks, this is same for grade A and grade B. But one difference is going to be that the level of difficulty of questions in grade A and grade B may vary. That means for grade B, maybe there will be more difficult questions. Okay, so now coming to the phase 2 examination for the assistant manager grade A and grade B from the general stream. So there is going to be paper 1, that is the test for English language, where you will have essay, précis writing, comprehension and business office correspondence. The paper on English shall be framed in a manner to assess the writing skills including expression and understanding of the topic. Okay, the above syllabus is again indicative, it is not exhaustive. So this type of paper, the paper 1 in phase 2, is going to be descriptive in nature, where you will get 3 questions, maximum marks 75, and the time given will be 75 minutes for the 3 questions. Okay, paper 2, here you can see paper 2, this will have the topics MSMEs, policy, regulatory and legal framework, finance and management with focus on MSME financing, NPA and recovery including IRAC norms, NBFC financing, credit risk assessment. Now these same topics you also saw in the phase 1, in the 6th test and in the 7th test. In the 6th test and in the 7th test, that was consisting of this, you saw the same topic that is in the phase 2 in the paper 2. Okay, so this component, if you have studied this for the phase 1, this will help you in the phase 2 paper 2. Okay, now questions related to investment banking, merchant banking, equity, alternative investment funds, asset reconstruction companies, promotion and development of MSMEs in India. So this is the additional part that you will have to study. Okay, again the syllabus is indicative and not exhaustive. Now it is paper 2 is going to be online objective test. There will be online objective test which will have which will have 50 questions. Some questions carry 2 marks each, and some questions will carry 1 mark each. So in total 75 marks. So 50 questions, 75 marks, and 60 minutes will be given for your objective part of the examination, which will consist of questions from these topics and some additional topics. There will also be an online descriptive examination, answers to be typed using keyboard either in Hindi or English. So 10 questions will be asked, of which candidates will be required to attempt 4 questions, 2 of 15 marks each with difficulty level, and 2 of 10 marks each. Okay, so 10 questions will be given, out of which 4 questions have to be attempted, and it will consist of 50 marks, and 75 minutes will be given for these 4 10 questions, out of which you have to attempt 4 questions. Okay, so this is the idea. So I hope it is clear. The phase 2, in the phase 2 there are 2 papers, paper 1 and paper 2. In the paper 1 it is completely descriptive in nature. The paper 2 will have objective part as well as descriptive part. In the objective part there will be 50 questions carrying 75 marks. Some questions will be of 2 marks, some questions will be of 1 marks. Now in the descriptive part there will be in total 10 questions, out of which you will have to attempt 4 questions. Okay, now for the paper 2 objective part you will get 60 minutes, descriptive part you will get 75 minutes. So there will be separate timing that will be there for the paper 2 objective and descriptive part. Okay, now some questions carry 2 marks here and some questions carry 1 mark. Now the level of difficulty of questions in grade A and grade B may vary. Now coming to the next and the last part. So we have discussed about phase 1, we have discussed about phase 2. So remember that for objective type of test, there will be a penalty for wrong answers marked by the candidates. For every wrong answer marked by a candidate, 1/4 of the marks assigned to that question will be deducted. So if you are giving the wrong answer, 1/4 is the negative marking basically. Now candidates are required to obtain a minimum score in each test or section in the paper 1, in the paper 2. So minimum score has to be obtained, and also a minimum total score has to be obtained in the phase 2 examination to be shortlisted for the psychometric assessment or interview. Candidates will be shortlisted for interview depending on the number of vacancies, cutoff in each test, and total marks secured in the phase 2 examination. Okay, now interview. The interview shall be conducted, this is the phase 3. So interview shall be conducted for all posts or grades for 100 marks, which shall include marks for notable achievement in extracurricular activities and such. Candidates may opt for interview either in Hindi or English, that you will have the option to opt it in the Hindi or English. The bank reserves the right to set the minimum qualifying criteria in the interview at its sole discretion. So basically, interview shall be conducted for all posts or grades for 100 marks. Okay. So this is the idea. We have discussed about phase 1 and the components in the phase 1. We have discussed about phase 2 and the components in the phase 2. And we have discussed about the phase 3, that is the interview round. Now, seeing the components, seeing the different phases, now you have to decide that should you prepare for the examination or not. And this is the phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3 that we have discussed, and I have shown you all the important components and all the important points. Okay, so thank you everyone, thank you for joining the session. I hope you got some value addition through this session, and I hope you will be able to make your decision to prepare for the examination or not. Okay, so thank you everyone, thank you for joining.